Lady D. How you doing? I wanted to stop by on a gloomy Saturday afternoon, say what's up, have a little grown folk conversation for a minute. And what I wanted to touch on is why do we stay? Why do we stay in situations that we know we should be gone and out of? And I'm experimenting too, you guys, just to off topic. My camera been at kind of acting up. I've been having some little blurry, some little jittery things going on with it. So please forgive me. I think it depends on where I'm actually recording. Sometime the signal is bad and it's causing my videos to be bad. But I'm in my comfort zone right now, so this should be okay. But why do we stay? Why do we stay in situations that is no good for us? Or situations that we know that's not going anywhere, but we are too afraid to let go. Now just think about that. Have you been with somebody before and it may have been a good long period of time, let's say minimally a year, so a year or more, and you're with that person and you know deep down inside that, okay, this is not the business. This is not going to work. This is not working. This is not happening. And you stay in it for things that you are able to reap and obtain for being in that connection. It could be, they're good to you in so many ways, but when it comes down to that emotional thing, it's not there. They're good to you in so many ways, but when it comes down to that physical thing, they're not there. Because some will say, they will say, as long as I'm bringing home the bacon, taking care of the bills, taking care of you, you ain't wanting for nothing, why complain about me? If I don't want to take you out, so what? If I don't have time emotionally to, invest in a lot of quality time with you, so what? Find something to do. Call your girlfriends, call your partner. Y'all go have a beer, sit at the park, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they think that by giving of the substance and material things that will keep things balanced, but it doesn't. There's a lot of people who are tremendously lonely and in need of companionship and time to be spent with someone, uh, based on just tired of being lonely, but they have a relationship. You'll talk to them all the time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm with somebody. Mm-hmm. Yep, yep. That's my boo. Mm-hmm. Oh, girl, let me call you back. My boo on the phone. So they call you back. So what happened? Y'all getting ready to hook up? Well, no, they got this and this and that to do, and I'll probably see them tomorrow. No big thing because I want to rest anyway. But deep down inside, they're bursting with loneliness because they need that companionship. And I understand there's certain stages in our life where we're just full throttle. We're full focus. We're doing and on other things that we don't have really enough time to spread ourselves thin. And that's probably the time when you need to evaluate, not even getting caught up with somebody. Don't get caught up with somebody if you can't fulfill, if you can't write the check, don't even pull it out. You see what I'm saying? Because in the long run, you end up hurting someone and wasting their time because they could be focusing in on someone else that's going to give them a whole lot more. So, why do we stay? Why do we stay? Do you know that you're shortchanging yourself when you allow yourself to stay into something that is righteously no good for you? And just because they're doing good things for you, but a lot of the major things are missing, they're still no good for you because you know what you need. Only we know what we need from another and for ourselves, right? So if we're not getting that, but you still like some just like that fuzziness about um being in a relationship. I am in a relationship. I have got me somebody. And okay, okay. You know what I'm saying? And You shouldn't be with someone or get into something just to be with somebody. You could do bad by yourself. You could be lonely by yourself. Why be lonely and you have someone? I have had dozens of people come to me saying, I'm in this relationship. It's been a long time. We've been together 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, and we are totally disconnected. I am lonely. I am contemplating cheating, but I don't want to cheat. But another friend of mine gives me conversation and wants to do things with me that I want to do as a couple with someone that I love. And I'm not getting that from this person. But when I try to talk to them about it and complain about it, they say that I should be thankful that there's a lot of women out there that would just love a man like me. Girl, look what I do for you. Look what I give for you. But that's not it. That's not all. It's not about what you give. It's not about the things you do. Of course, they do carry some weight, but you have got to connect emotionally. You have got to give a person that emotional connection. It's nothing worse than being involved with someone seriously and you're not connected emotionally, but they're connected emotionally with someone else. That happens. They have an emotional connection with another man or another woman, and they're just with you in body, spirit, and whatever in mind. That's it. That's all you have. And things. You have things that could be broken, that could be stolen, that could be misplaced, all that. Things. Things are just things, but you need the emotional connection. So why stay? Stop staying in situations just to be with somebody. That's where loving yourself is very, very important. You have got to love and care about you. Then you will not allow yourself to be in situations where you just take it a certain way or you just stay in it because you don't want to be by yourself. I mean, who wants to be by themselves? We were created to be helpmates, to be together with man and woman. We were created in that fashion. So it's a characteristic of that's a part of our human being. However, you are not to be obsessed and want to be with somebody just because they are a space holder, just because you have someone who eventually gets in the bed with you at night. And that's on the nights that they come home or the nights that they are there, period. Or even if they want to sleep with you. There is so many people that I know, man. I just shake my head and say, mm. They are in a relationship in the same house, but in different bedrooms. In different bedrooms, in different beds, in different bedrooms. And then they say the reason why is because it be all kinds of stuff. Well, that person snores. They snore so loud I can't sleep. And I don't, or I don't want to sleep with them anymore because the temptation gets to be overbearing and I'm not trying to go there with them on that level because they just make me feel of some kind of way. I love them, but they just, I just don't, I want to get my rest and I sleep in my room because I get my rest and we come together outside of sleep. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't like sleeping alone, me myself. I don't like being in the bed by myself, but I do it. I tolerate it because that's how it is. But I sleep better with knowing that I sleep with someone. So if I'm in a relationship with you and we're living together or we're married and you're always in another room falling asleep, that's going to be a big pet peeve and a problem with me. Because even if you don't like me for a minute, you can just lay here next to me and whatever, whatever. We don't even have to touch. You don't even have to touch me with your feet. Just be next to me. Okay. That's just how I get down. It's no need to have somebody and not have nobody. But why do we stay in such toxic situations such as this? Is it a matter of a person not loving themselves and their self-esteem being so low that they just take it any kind of way because they just want to be with somebody any kind of way? Or if is it an emotional thing, is it a love thing? Because love don't hurt. Love is not supposed to hurt. Let's just get that right. Let's get that straight. Love is not supposed to hurt. You're going to have some good days and some bad days, yes. And you're going to have some days you don't like each other that much, yes. But you usually get through it, bounce back, and everything's cool. But you're not supposed to be pained in love. Okay. So if you're in a situation, grown folks, where you call yourself in love and they're in love with you, but there's a lot of pain and hurt and separation and no emotional connection, sit back and reassess and evaluate what it is you got going on. Cause it ain't good. It ain't good. I'm not trying to be judgmental, but the proof is in the pudding. It's not good when you have to sit up and be so disconnected from the person that you so called love and that loves you. And you're still in this quicksand that is losing you, because you can get your wings and fly up out of here from a broken heart, from a broken dang on heart, from a depressed heart, because depression kills, stress kills, and sometimes we harbor and hold that inside, trying to deal with the situation because we feel as though it's the right thing to do. There's so many people who stay in dysfunctional um, situations because of children or whatever the situation, and they're doing a lot more harm doing that than good, especially with the family seeing and living through all that dysfunctional behavior. So you have to ask yourself, why are you staying when it just isn't right? When it's right, you're going to know it's right. It's going to feel good, even through the fights, even through the I don't like you periods. You're going to bounce back from it. You're going to get through it. You're going to come together and work out remedies and ways to correct that when it's right. But don't allow yourself to stay suffocated in the midst of things that mean you no good all over the globe. And I'm not talking about just, physical abuse. Some people are in um, situations where there's the verbal abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse, silent treatment abuse. When somebody is walking around the house, passing you up, not saying anything, bumping into you almost, not saying anything, getting into bed, not saying anything, not speaking to you, not that's abusive. That's an abusive, dysfunctional situation. Okay? So if you have someone that is physically abusing you, calling you names, your name is not what? What you just call me? That ain't my name. My mama did not name me that. Okay? So it's a matter of sticking up and standing up for yourself and identifying that, because what you allow is what's going to continue to go on. You give them the power to continue to treat you in a way. So why would you stay? If you're being called all kinds of bees and punks and unks and skunks and monks and all this stuff on a continuous basis, and you're allowing that to, some of them say, yeah, I'm one, and I'm a good one too. I mean, are you really going to consider yourself what they're calling you? Why stay? Why stay? Let your actions be your stage. Set your stage up. Let your actions work for you. Exit stage left. It does not get any better. You do not have to stay in situations just because you're in a situation. Other doors and blessings is going to smack you upside the head. Trust me, if you get your stuff together and get on, because ain't nobody worth you lowering yourself to the ground of disrespect in any kind of way and showing them that you don't have enough respect and love for yourself. So when you show them that, guess what? You think they're going to have respect and love for you? No. And they're not going to they're not going to press for anybody else to have it either. They partners can come over and disrespect you. Their girlfriends can come over and disrespect you. Their kids can come over and disrespect you. Why? Because you don't respect yourself. So you have got to ask yourself, why am I staying in this situation? Why am I allowing myself to somebody to put their foot on my neck and my back constantly and do nothing about it. You can't change a person's approach towards you, but you can change how you deal with it. You can change the fact that you love yourself enough where they're not worth it. They're not worth you being stressed out in and out each and every day due to being treated in a bad way. So I want you guys to think about that. And by no means do I want to say or steer anyone for leaving something that's really good, that's solid. Look, you're going to have disagreements. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about situations where you're continuously badgered, you're continuously disrespected, you're continuously not loved, you're continuously not shown any type of emotional connection. I don't care how much you got to work and what you got to do. You have to have time to balance to spend with the one you love to make sure family is right. But you got to give that mate of yours some quality time. Ladies, that's you too. You know, even if you going to school and working, it was a time I was going to school and working and I was tired. I didn't have time for nothing, but I had to make time for who I was with at that time. And then when I ended up being in a single status for other reasons, then I was able to just focus all in on me. That's a different scenario. But when you have a partner that you have to give that attention to, you have to find the balance some kind of way. Emotionally, you have to get in there. You have to do the things that grab them towards your way and got that attention. You got to hold on to that. So don't stay in dysfunctional situations that's not for you. Don't stay in debilitating situations that's bringing you down, that's pressing you down, that's keeping you oppressed. Be with situations that is building you up, that is building you up to an elevated level. And if you haven't found that yet, build up on your own until that right one comes along. That's my message for today. This is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady D. Please join us tomorrow, not 6:30, but 7:30 for some grown folk table talk live right here on YouTube and also on Zoom. We will be here having some grown folk fun. I've been trying to adjust the time frame and sometimes I shift the days, but I always make the announcement for the grown folk table talk. And I want to say each and every one of you are appreciated. I appreciate you to the utmost. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I say ring that bell. You'll know each time I'm on here talking about something grown, sexy, and fun. On that note, got to go. Got to go. See y'all later.